Hi, I'm Spencer Reagan with Strong Together Family, and today I want to talk about some wrist issues, aka wrist pain, and how you can potentially alleviate that pain, and then a couple of fixes you can do in order to hopefully prevent it from getting any worse and or prevent it from ever happening. So a lot of times we spend our life in this position because we type, we grip, and we grab. And all of those are essentially closing mechanisms which cause here and here issues, okay? Carpal tunnel, all right? So what we can do to alleviate that a lot of times is relax in the opposite direction. Now, if you're having pain through here or tenderness through here or tenderness through here, that can alleviate some of your symptoms. What you got to be careful of is if you have pressure through here and this is where it's your problem area, you got to be careful bending into that problem. You'd actually want to go the opposite. But either way, simple movements for your wrist can help you out. Alright, so you can start by just simply opening up your wrist and bending down like so. Just simple and easy. One at a time works. Say 5 to 10 reps. You decide where you really have the time for, okay? And just simply right here. You can do this at your desk. You can really do it anywhere. You can do it while you're sitting at a stoplight, all right? Just pay attention to the stoplight. All right, so you're just right here. Just open up. If this doesn't get inflamed and doesn't get bothered by that movement, you can add a little bit of light pressure with your other hand and kind of force yourself into a stretch. If you're at your desk, imagine your desk is like this and the very edge of your desk. You can just place it up against your desk like so and kind of bend into it so you'd be in this position. All right? So, up against your desk to stretch that out. Remember, be careful of this area, okay? You're not trying to create pain while trying to eliminate other pains. All right, so here. Then we can just simply open up in the other direction, just nice and easy. Okay, simple and easy. Remember, if we want to increase, we can pull down just a little bit, nice and gently. All right, 5 to 10 reps is great. Maybe 2 sets, going back and forth. Although if you're experiencing pain in one side, definitely focus more on that side. All right, then we can just simply open up our side to side, which technically would be opening up this side, closing down. Open up this side, close down this, and we're just here. Okay, then we're going to turn it into a supination, which we're trying to prevent our whole elbow and forearm from rolling over, and all we're really doing is twisting. Okay, just simple and easy twist. Because we're trying to get this whole area to loosen up. Alright, so same thing. Twist, and then you can actually start here and twist down. This would be called a supination. This would be called a pronation. 10 reps. So if you start here, open up. If you start here, turn it down. Alright? So 5 to 10 reps, same thing applies. Next we're going to work on the individual fingers because individual fingers have individual muscles attached throughout the forearm. Alright, so you can just kind of take one finger at a time and bend it. You can call this the Spider-Man because you're essentially trying to make a like Spider-Man does. Alright, so you can do one at a time, just nice and easy, bending like so. Then, once you get past the one at a time, bring the whole hand together and then make a fist. And then once you get to the actual fist, squeeze the fist together to help strengthen the forearm muscles. A lot of our wrist issues are the fact that we need to improve our grip strength, okay? So that when we're holding on to stuff, we're not overwhelmed by the intensity, okay? Then you would obviously do the other side as well, unless your main focus is pain prevention. All right, so after we do nice, easy rolls like so, and then that squeeze, we're going to bend knuckles at a time, meaning one knuckle. So just squeeze and roll the knuckles together. See how I basically bend here, bend here, bend here, and then bend it all the way in. So just creating that one knuckle at a time, still making that fist, and that will get the muscles of here as well as potentially alleviate a lot of the arthritic mechanisms. I don't know if that's the proper word, but arthritic mechanisms within your knuckles, because as we age, we do get arthritis in our joints. So, nice and easy, slow movements. All right. Next, what we're going to do is what we call the wrist grab. So you're going to grab your wrist like so, and then just like we did one finger at a time, we're now going to squeeze one finger at a time. So I'm squeezing my pinky, now my ring, now my middle, now my index, now my thumb, and now the collective whole hand. All right, so pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb. All right, and now collectively all of them. And that should help alleviate a lot of the issues you might have and just loosen up your wrist for a lot of the issues which might be causing it from gripping too much, typing too much work on the mouse if you still use a mouse, stuff like that. If you do a lot of repetitive jobs, say like opening a safe, or if you're constantly driving like this and you're always tense, okay, driving around can make a lot of people tense. So those will help to alleviate by making the muscles, aka warmed up, but getting that blood flow to help alleviate some of the issues. The fact that we only have generally one type of movement in our wrist, and it's a aggravated grip type thing. We want to open us up in the opposite forms, so a lot of opening would be the opposite form of that. Okay, so that's how you could potentially alleviate a lot of the pain you have. Secondarily, what you can do is prevent it from ever possibly happening, and that's by correcting form techniques. All right, so a lot of times when we do like dumbbell bench press or bench press, we generally like to roll back a little bit, which causes a lot of pressure right here. You can see if I roll back like that, I get pressure right in here. So if we keep our wrists straight and get in a stronger position, a structurally stronger position versus the backward position like so, we can be better off because of that. So if, instead of here, just be here. And then secondarily, when we're doing push-ups, instead of turning in here, like a lot of people like to put their hands in here and they get that pressure right here in the middle of the inside. I don't know if that's grammatically correct, but right in here they get a lot of pressure. So don't be in this position. Actually, if you turn your wrist out a little bit and kind of grip the ground or whatever platform you're on with your fingertips a little bit, kind of like a little grab, you alleviate a lot of the pressures off your wrist because you're actually using the pressure on your fingers. I'm not saying you're up on your fingertips. That's very difficult to do. More power to you if you can. But you're just kind of squeezing into the ground a little bit, alleviating a lot of that pressure, because then a lot of that pressure is actually on individual fingers versus the actual wrist. So instead of being here where you get that pressure right here, open it up a little bit and then the pressure actually goes through the center. So we actually push up. Generally here is better for you. I'm not saying going so far out because then you get the opposite case where your pressure is all right here. Instead of being right here with the pressure on the inside, open up just a little bit. Okay, kind of like a middle finger pointing towards like 1, ring finger pointing towards 2. Okay, I guess index would then be pointing towards 12, because if you're straight up, it'd be pointing at 11. So 12, 1, 2. Okay, don't point your pinky at 3 because that would be a messed up pinky. All right, so we're just right here. Now notice also where I have my hands down by my chest. I'm not way up here because that's a whole different ballgame with issues with your shoulders. So instead of here, just open up slightly, and you'll notice you probably solve a lot of the solutions you have with pressure during pressing type movements, whether they be shoulder press, chest press, or push-up press, because it's kind of what it would be called, push-up press. So try any of these out, see how they feel. Do them regularly, because if you're causing a lot of pressure and pain, the solution means probably taking care of it every day. So, all right, that's all I have for today. I'm Spencer Aiken with the Stronger Together family. You guys go out, be awesome, and be amazing. Thank you.